good evening, everybody. I'm Sam Blevins alongside Hunter Talley. How you doing, Hunter?
I'm doing good. I'm here. You know, I can't complain.
Interview? Okay. Well, good deal, good deal. Well, I'm glad to have you along with us as we call this very last game, Chattanooga State Lady Tigers versus the Columbia State Lady Chargers. We got an interview now, I understand, so let's go to that right now.
I'm Hunter Talley alongside Stacy Franklin, who's a head coach here at Chattanooga State. Coach, give us a little rundown. You actually got a bye in the first game, so this will be the first game of the tournament. How do you feel about that?
It's something that you have to think about. It's Columbia State's first game as well, so that's a little more comforting because it is a factor. It can be at times. I think we're ready to go. It's been a long time, and I'm ready to tip it up.
So how do you feel about having the home field advantage, I guess you could say, in this tournament?
Well, that is another factor as well. But, you know, in this league, everybody plays well. We've got to be ready to go.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
And being ready to go is something you'll definitely have to do here in this game. We've seen a lot of great games here the last couple days, haven't we, Hunter?
Yes, absolutely. The last one was great. Roan State actually pulled the victory over Southwest State, which the winner of this game actually plays Roan State tomorrow. And I believe you have the schedule for tomorrow, correct?
Yes, it'll be tomorrow, March 5th at 6 p.m. Roan State will play the winner of this game at 8 p.m. 6 p.m. will be the Walter State versus Cleveland State game. So make sure you're back here on YouTube to watch that. It'll be a great game. Whichever one you decide to watch, it'll be great. So.
Yeah, and the men's actually play before that. So,
yep.
You know, you have four great games tomorrow. So this one's shaped up to be a good one. Columbia State Lady Chargers, I know, coming in here as a visiting team because Stat State has a home field advantage in this District 1 Region 7 tournament.
Yep.
So
well,
it's going to be a tough one for the Lady Chargers.
Well, good deal. They're calling in Chattanooga State's starting lineup for the evening. Let's run over that right now. I have it in front of me. So number 10, starting for the Tigers, number 10, the freshman guard, Shanice Nelson.
Yeah, and that's a big thing that you said there, freshman.
Yes.
That's the entire lineup for the Lady Tigers, which is very young for them.
Yes, it's very strange. I don't think I've ever seen an all-freshman team. But, you know, with a junior college, you have so much turnover, it makes sense, I guess you could say, to see that.
That's right. And also we have number 14, Mackenzie Troughton, who's a forward for the Lady Tigers.
Good deal. Number 20, Rachel Sanders, forward. She's also a freshman, of course. She's starting as well as number 21, Ashlyn Baker, a guard, will be starting for the Tigers.
And number 23, Najar Bashir, is the center for the Lady Tigers tonight.
All right. They come out onto the court for the tip-off. We'll get this game underway. Beautiful night for basketball. Great weather outside and a lot of people here in the gym. As I look around, lots of people. Should be a great game. The ref has come over towards the scoring to the table with the ball, game ball. He is ready to get going as the players come out onto the center court. At center court, we'll have number 33, Kiara Gaines, squaring off against number 24, Zakiah Wright.
Yeah, that was a last-minute change right there, but he shared.
Interesting.
It's not a starter,
That's
so
okay.
Wright gets a start.
Back to throw. Passes to Yasmin Daniel. Daniel over to Victoria Samuel. Samuel back to Ariana Majors. Majors back over center court. Drives in, passes over to Victoria Samuel. Samuel makes it, gets the first point on the board for the Lady Chargers. Chat State with the ball. Number 21, Ashlyn Baker, hanging out in the downtown area of the court. Passes over to her left wing, over to number 10, Shanice Nelson. Back over to number 21, Ashlyn Baker for the first score to put the Lady Tigers on the board for the game, making it 3-2. Lady Tigers lead here at home.
Yeah, that was a great job right there. Good ball movement by the Lady Tigers, getting it out to the corner as Ashlyn Baker drops it in for number 3.
Yes, it was. Denisa Elder just put it up. She did not make it. No good. It'll be rebounded by number 14 for the Tigers, Mackenzie Troughton. Troughton over to Nelson. Nelson looking, nowhere to go. Throws it over to number 21, Ashlyn Baker. Baker back to Nelson. Nelson looking, throws it under. Low pass over to Troughton. Troughton back up, no good. Rebounded, defensive rebound, by number 4, Victoria Samuel. Samuel passed over to Elder. Elder back to Gaines. Not Gaines. Majors over to Daniel. Daniel back to Samuel. Samuel back to Daniel. Daniel looking, trying to find someone who's open. She finds Gaines. Gaines top the key, back over to her left wing, over to Samuel. Samuel back to Elder.
5 on the shot clock.
Elder drives in, puts it up, no good. Going to be rebounded by the Tigers, and it'll be taken down court by number 10, Shanice Nelson.
Yeah, that was Akia Wright right there, number 24 with the rebound. Big body down low for the Lady Tigers.
And that's what you got to do. You got to have that charge in there. You got to have people there when they rebound it, or else it may fall back into the hands of people you don't want it to fall back into, and you'll
That's right.
Yeah. So Samuel will have it back court for the Chargers as she's looking for an open man. Drives it in, can't find no one. Passes over to Daniel. Daniel up to the rim, nothing. Rebounded by the Tigers. And Nelson will bring it down the court. Dribbling, looking, no good. Trying to find an option. Back over to Troughton. Troughton looking, still back court. Pass over to her left wing, back to Nelson, Nelson, yeah. Thanks. Troughton up to the rim, no good. Rebounded by Samuel. Samuel back down the court, looking, figuring out her options. Back over to the left side, takes it inside, and that ball falls out of bounds.
Yeah, good ball movement. I mean, both sides of the ball is moving the ball really well. Columbia State, just a little miscue opportunity right there. The score's 5-2 with 7:05 remaining in the first quarter.
So Sanders will bring it in. Back over to Nelson, or back over to Samuel. Back down the court for the Tigers. Tigers have the ball. It'll be number 21, Baker. Baker over to
Nelson, I think that was.
Yes.
Nelson. Big, deep 3 right there for Nelson. Come up a little short.
Elder takes down the court, drives hard. She's trying to get it up to the rim for the layup, and she makes it. Good job, Elder.
Yeah, that was a great job. Gets the rebound and goes coast to coast with it for an easy 2 for the Lady Chargers.
6:27 left in the period. First period of this game. Tigers still lead 5-4. Tigers with the ball, number 21, Ashlyn Baker. Baker looking, nowhere to go. It'll be rebounded by the Chargers. Number 20, Jasmine Daniel. Daniel back over to Samuel. Samuel's going to look. Throws to the back of the court, top the key. It'll be rebounded by Elder. Elder back to Samuel. Samuel's back to Elder. Elder looking, trying to find what she has, see if she has any options there. She'll go over to Daniel. Daniel back to Samuel.
Wow.
Daniel from 3, nothing. It'll be rebounded by the Tigers. Ashlyn Baker. Baker going back down the court. Over to Troughton. Troughton back to Wright. Right back to Nelson. Nelson back to Baker. Back to Nelson, left wing. Top of the key. Passes over to Troughton. Troughton goes in for the layup, nothing. She can't get it. And there will be a foul.
I think that foul was on Victoria Samuel.
Yep.
So it was a first foul on the game, coming with 5:23 remaining.
So Samuels will go to the line to shoot 2. Gets it up. Makes the first one. So we have a substitution here. Johnson will come in. She'll substitute for Wright. Troughton back up to the line. Shoots. No good. It'll be rebounded by Gaines. Gaines back down the court. Passes over to Samuel. Samuel looking. See what she's got. Samuels goes over to her left wing. Looks. Back over to Majors. Majors up to the rim for the layup. Nothing. It'll be rebounded by the Tigers. Baker. Baker back to Trouton. Trouton looking back to Baker. Back over to Sanders. Sanders up, no good. Rebounded by the Chargers.
And that was Elder again with the rebound. But she got called with a travel right there. But I want to go back to the previous possession. Majors had a good look, good spin move to the basket, but just couldn't have it follow through for her.
Yeah.
So we got a sub coming in for the Lady Tigers. That'd be number 12, Edisoma.
As Nelson brings it down court for the Lady Tigers, trying to find an option. Drives it over to the left wing, back over to Samuels, I believe it is. Back to Nelson. Nelson shoots from 3, no good. It'll be rebounded by Brannon. Brannon back to the top of the key, back over to Nelson. Nelson looking, takes a moment.
Great ball movement right there by the Lady Tigers, and great pass right there by Johnson to number 14, Trouton.
Daniel back up for the Chargers, looking. Goes inside, passes back to Elder in the backcourt. Elder looking. Back over to Samuel, top of the key. She's got one girl on her. No, excuse me, she's got 2 girls on her. Good defensive press by the Lady Tigers there. I like it. As Elder goes up to shoot, nothing. Passes long ways down the court, trying to find Samuel, but she can. She couldn't there for a second, but she grabbed onto it at the last moment. Elder receives it back top of the key.
Edisoma almost came up with a steal right there.
She did. So she'll look. Tries to find it, shoots, nothing. Nothing. Elder back up, still nothing. And she'll be fouled.
Yeah, that was Nelson right there. That was on Elder, who was giving her grief right there. Great defense by the Lady Tigers, but also great rebounding, offensive rebounding by the Lady Chargers as Elder's on the line.
Elder, I think this is her first, believe this is her first free throw of the night. Takes it up. Makes the first one. That was pretty nice. Tigers still lead 8-5.
So that's the Kia Wright coming, checking back into the game for number 20, Rachel Sanders.
Elder, get ready to shoot again. Here we go. Makes the second one. We'll make it 8-6. Tigers still lead. Nelson back over to Trouton. Trouton down the court to Johnson. Johnson back to Nelson. Nelson looking. Back over to Inzama. Inzama up for 3, nothing. Johnson again, back over to Nelson. Nelson looking. Passes to Trouton. Trouton up, no, not happening.
Great offensive rebound by the Lady Tigers as Nelson gets a wide open 3 and drains it.
Good job. They're really guarding that basket good, which is what you want to do in this kind of game. As they go to a timeout here, this will be the first timeout of the half. And it will be on Columbia State.
Yeah, so it's Columbia State 6 as Chat State scores 11 points with 2:38 to go in the first quarter.
I understand we have... No, we don't. All right, so we get back into this game. Samuel will bring it down the court slowly. Gets inside, looking, passes back to Majors. Majors going to drive it in, go up for the layup, nothing. Going to be rebounded back by Gaines. And there will be a foul.
Yeah, that was a great job by getting the and one by Kiara Gaines.
Too bad it resulted in a foul for us, but on us. Gaines will go to the line, makes it. Tigers still staying 2 points ahead, so they're still doing pretty good, I would say. But Nelson looking. She's got trouble. Drives it inside. Look goes up for the layup, and it's not going to happen. Rebounded by the Chargers. Over to Majors. Majors drives it inside the paint, goes up for the layup, and she makes it. To give Columbia State the lead. So we're all tied up here at 11. First period, 1:45 to go. Inzama back over to Troughton. Troughton looking, trying to see what she has. Drives it inside, goes up for the layup, and she's going to be fouled. And it looks like the foul.
Oh, they're fighting for the ball. Lady Tigers end up with the ball. That's Ashlyn Baker at the top.
Baker, top of the key, looking. She's got two on one side. She drives it in. She's going to do a low pass over to Inzama.
Wow, I don't know what happened there.
Columbia State regains possession. Samuel with the ball back to the court. Center court, excuse me.
So just under a minute left in the first period. Tie ball game.
This first period's really gone by fast, I'll tell you that.
Ooh, what a move right there by Elder.
And the foul will be called.
I think that's number 11, Indesoma.
With the third foul for the Lady Tigers on the evening.
So number 10, Candace Gaines comes in, who inbounds the pass for the Lady Chargers.
Gaines going to inbound to Samuel.
And
Samuel goes up.
5-second violation.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it inbounded fast enough.
So the Tigers will have it back. Baker taking it up the court. Passes over to Bashir, or Johnson, excuse me.
His foul was on 32 Johnson. Got a push foul. So Columbia State gets the ball.
All right. Samuel will dribble it in for, or take it back up for Columbia State. Samuel over to Gaines. Gaines drives it in, back over to Elder. Elder, top of the key. Looking, takes it in. Goes up for the layup, and she makes it. As the clock counts down to 0. Columbia State leads 13-11. Tigers with the ball, takes it up, and she makes it. Baker.
What a shot right at the buzzer.
Oh, my gosh.
That was a great.
That was good.
That's a great way to end the first quarter. I mean, you can't complain about that.
Oh, no.
Hey,
Beautiful shot by Baker.
I would say that's a great first quarter of play by both Columbia State and Chattanooga State. So let's just take a replay of that last second shot right here. Yeah, that was a great job. The ref said that he doesn't want to look at our replay to see if his call was right or not, but I have to give him a compliment. He was correct on that.
He trusts his call. He trusts his own judgment, and that's the best thing you can do when you're a ref.
Yeah, that's why you get paid the big bucks out here, I guess. So 14 Chattanooga State, 13 Columbia State. Lady Chargers come out, coached by Bridget Goodnight. If you're just now tuning in, this is the NJCAA District 1 Region 7 tournament here at Chattanooga State in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Great day of basketball. This is the last game of the day. I'll kick it back over to you, Sam.
All right.
And speaking of kick ball.
There you go, yeah. All right, so the Lady Tigers will get the ball back. As Trouton comes in to inbound it, she'll inbound it to Nelson. Nelson with the ball, top of the key, looking. Back over to Trouton. Trouton to Baker. Baker looking, fires back over to Nelson. Nelson back to Trouton. Or Baker, excuse me. Baker to Trouton. Baker up for the three. She gets it.
Big three right there by
Good
Ashlyn Baker.
shot. So
I guess that headband's helping her.
So Chat State will have the lead 17-13 over Columbia State. As Gaines passes back over to Elder. Elder to Samuel. Samuel looking. Back over to Gaines. Gaines up. Nothing. Chattanooga State will get it back. Trouton inside the paint. Gets out. Passes back into Wright. Wright looking. Back over to Nelson. Nelson to Baker. Baker back over to Trouton. Trouton inside, goes up for the layup. She can't get it. Rebounded by Baker. Baker. And there will be a foul called on Wright. Excuse me, that was not Baker.
Trouton, that was a tough shot that she had to take, but there was 2 seconds left on the shot clock. She had to do what she had to do, so. Good offensive rebound by Lady Tigers, just couldn't get the basket.
Samuel has the ball back over to Gaines for the Lady Chargers. Majors up, no good. Going to be rebounded by Elder. Elder looking, slowly dribbling it up to the top of the key. Elder, quick pass to Gaines. Gaines drives inside, flips it over to Daniel flips it over to Gaines, excuse me. She can't convert, and the Lady Tigers will have it back.
I think we have two sisters on the floor. I don't know.
Yeah.
They just may be cousins.
Well, that just
something.
confused the heck out of me there. I saw Gaines and Gaines on my little roster here. I'm like, heck gum. As the ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, that pass intended was for Mackenzie Trouton. Just out of her reach. So Elder takes the inbound for Columbus State Lady Chargers.
And Samuels will have the ball. As she's looking for an option. Samuel to Elder. Elder back over to Loris. Loris to Elder. Elder back down low. And it looks like it'll be stolen by the Lady Tigers. And the foul will be called, no, timeout, as Wright gains possession, but we'll go to a timeout.
Yeah, so that was Stacy Franklin for the Lady Tigers who decided to call a timeout. Had a pregame with her as we watched before, and you know she likes the home field advantage, but she doesn't at the same time because it might jinx them. You know, you never know with a home field advantage in a big tournament like this. But she said, you know, no matter where they play, all these teams play tough and hard, so none of these games are going to be easy, she said.
Good. And these teams, see, they play these teams all throughout the year, so they, you know, they kind of may work on some different things throughout the year to prepare for this tournament, but generally they kind of know what they're up against, I guess you could say. So
Absolutely.
It's no one they haven't played before. Lady Tigers have the ball. Right down the court, back over to Nelson. Nelson looking, top of the key, trying to figure out her options. Nelson hollering out to her teammates, getting position. Back over to Baker. Baker.
5 seconds to shoot. Had to shoot, and she does.
That'll be Wright with the shot.
And one.
Zakiah Wright with that shot. And the foul. She'll go to the foul line.
So, yeah, Zakiah Wright, this is actually going to be her first attempt, and she makes it. And that was actually her first basket on the game.
On the night. Well, good. Gaines to inbound. And Hughes to inbound. Hughes inbounds to Samuel. Samuel looking. Being guarded by two Lady Tigers. Samuel over to Elder. Elder looking back to Samuel. Samuel slowly over to Loris. Loris Back top, the key to Elder. Elder goes over to her right wing. That'll be Victoria Samuel. Samuel way over to the left side. That'll be back to Elder. Elder up for three. No, not going to happen. Rebounded by the Lady Tigers. Number 14, Mackenzie Troughton. Troughton back down low to Nelson. Nelson back to Troughton. Troughton back to Nelson.
I think that was a little bounce pass that bounced off Nelson's leg and it just came right back to Troughton.
Wow. Yeah, sometimes it happens. Baker. Back to Troughton. Troughton.
Wow.
Shanice Nelson can't do it. Troughton up, back down to Baker. Baker drives it in for the layup, and she cannot do it. She's down on the floor.
And one. That was a hard foul.
Hope she's okay. She's kind of slow getting up.
Yeah, it's her knee.
Ugh.
Do believe.
Well, she's getting some help out from her teammates, Rachel
Yeah,
Sanders and
let's
Mackenzie
take
Troughton.
You want to take a look at that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's just watch
See
that
that
replay and see how it looked
Look at
right
that.
here.
She goes up, and
yeah, that's
she
a
kind of
tough, hard foul.
hit her with her
right
elbow there. That was
Yeah,
knocked
that
her
was
down.
Kiera Gaines right there who
Well,
just
dead
kind of
gum.
hip checked her, I guess you could say.
Well, Baker will go to the line now. She makes it. Lady Tigers with the lead, 23-13. Lady Tigers lead by 10. 5:51 to go in the second period.
And that's actually Baker's 20. Excuse me.
As Gaines drives in, or excuse me, not Majors drives in. And she makes it. We'll make it 23-15. Lady Tigers still on top. Majors will also go to the foul line here. And we have a substitution. Yasmin Daniel in for the Lady Chargers.
Majors goes up for her and one shot and makes it.
She gets the one shot.
So that makes the score Columbia State 16, Chat State 23.
Chattanooga State with the ball backcourt. That's Shanice Nelson. Nelson drives inside, can't find anything, runs into a lot of traffic. Gets on the other side, she still can't get it. And the ball will go out of bounds.
Yeah, that foul was on 32, Anessis Johnson. It's her second foul, and it's actually the team's second. So both fouls came from Johnson for the Lady Tigers.
2 for 2. Laris drives up the court for the Chargers. Laris tries to pass it, can't get it. Blocked by Inzama.
Wow, great transition right there.
Insoma. Indosoma, excuse me.
Indosoma.
Indosoma. You think by the end of the night I'll get it right.
Hey, it's all right.
Indosoma.
So that's Nelson right there for the free throw, and she misses her first one.
As we have a substitution on the court. Victoria Samuel re-enters the game.
Bashir, number 23, enters for Chattanooga State, as Nelson is now 50% as she makes that free throw.
Columbia State with the ball. That's Daniel. Daniel up for three. She can't get it. Rebounded. Oh, it'll be stolen back by the Lady Tigers. As number 10, Shanice Nelson, gets the rebound. Nelson looking for an option. Drives it in, goes up, and she makes it.
Wow, that's a good shot. I thought it was going to bounce out, but it got a good bounce for Nelson right there.
Nelson keeping the lead at 10. Lady Tigers still over the Chargers. 4:20 left in the game. 19 on the shot clock. Lady Tigers regain possession. Nelson down the court. Looking. Goes up. Nothing. And it'll fall out of bounds.
So that was Edasoma with a foul. Zakia Wright, number 24 for the Lady Tigers, enters back into the game as number 4 Samuel takes the inbound for the Columbia State Lady Chargers.
Samuel back up the court looking. Samuel down low, tries to go down low to Majors, can't do it. It'll be stolen by the Lady Tigers. Troughton back over to Nelson. Nelson looking. Back inside to Wright up, and she makes it.
That was a great possession right there for the Lady Tigers. Good ball movement, you know, letting everybody touch the ball and getting the basket down low.
Got right where she got it right where she wanted, in the basket. Good job.
So Daniel has the ball. Good hard bounce pass to Majors, and Majors trying to make a move and off the glass. Sam, it's Sunday night, and I didn't know the bank was open, but apparently so.
They must have some free pass to get in there on a Sunday night. I need to get that because I need to make a deposit on my way home.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I got nothing. Come on. All right, so Nelson back over to Wright. Wright looking. Back to Nelson. Nelson inside. Tries to get it to Bashir. She can't.
Baker's in there. Big game for the Lady Tigers.
Charges with the ball. Elder up court. Elder over to Daniel. Daniel looking. Back over to Elder. Elder down low, or excuse me, Gaines down low to Elder. It's that ones and zeros that get me confused.
Elder took a long three ball and just came up just short. Lady Tigers got the rebound.
Nelson dribbling. Goes over to her left wing, fires down low, fires back to Sanders. Or no, excuse me, Baker. Baker drives in, can't do it. Rebounded by the Chargers. Majors looking into traffic.
Wow, great ball movement right there by Majors to get through that. I'm surprised she did.
She had a lot of defenders on there. I was thinking, I counted 3, I think.
I counted 3 as myself.
3 or 4 at least.
Wow, big jump shot right there by number 10, Candace
Gaines up to the rim, and she finally gets it in after a couple of missed attempts, but that'll make it 28-20. Lady Tigers still lead.
Wow, wide open lane right there for number 10, Nelson.
Nelson comes in, sweeps it under and back over, and she gets it. Samuel with the ball, back, tries to pass it back over to Elder. She can't. It'll be stolen by the Lady Tigers. Nelson down the court. Gets it back out over to Troughton. Troughton back to Nelson, who's at the back center court.
Ball was going everywhere right there.
It was.
Wow.
Right up to the goal, and she gets it in.
That was Bashir right after Wright missed her basket. Got the putback for the Lady Tigers.
32-20. Clock winds down to 50 seconds before halftime. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Samuel drives it in, tries to get it. And she'll be fouled. There'll be a foul called.
Yeah, that was Nelson on the foul. As number 4, Victoria Samuel, goes to the line. As she only has 2 points on the night.
4th foul for the Chargers. Samuel up to shoot. She gets the first one. As Hannah Brandon and Rachel Sanders enter for the Lady Tigers.
So if she makes this free throw right here, and she does, that puts the Lady Chargers 6 for 6 from the free throw line tonight.
Baker down court. Receives it from Troughton. Baker being guarded by Samuel. Baker trying to get inside. She can't. She has to pass it over to Sanders, who passes it to Wright. Wright gets it. Cannot convert. Back over to the Chargers. And it looks like there will be a jump ball inside the paint on the Chargers' goal. The foul will be on Yasmin It'll be between Yasmin Daniel and Hannah Brannon. Goes back to the Lady Chargers. Samuel with the ball, top the key. Quick pass over to Daniel. Daniel drives in. Tries to get it up for the layup, and she's just short.
I think that was a foul right there. Yes, it was. It was number 13, Hannah Brannon, for the Lady Tigers, who got her first foul. So 2 shots coming up, and that's Yasmin Daniel on the line. See if the Columbia State Lady Chargers remain perfect.
Daniel shoots it, gets the first one. She's got one more. What did you say has she shot any tonight?
Actually, that one right there is
her first free throw
First free throw and first points on the board. So this is going to be her second.
And it won't be, actually. Clock winds down to 0 as we hit halftime. Chargers try to take it up. Nothing. That'll go out of bounds and stop the clock.
Wow.
As a timeout.
No, it was a foul, I do believe.
Foul is called and will stop the clock.
And she gets 3 shots because she was beyond the arc when she got fouled. So that's Elder that's getting put to the line, so she'll have 3 shots.
Elder takes it up.
She made her first shot, and that puts her at making 3 on the night.
She can't make the second one. She's got one more shot to make a shot.
1.2 remaining in the half.
Takes it, and she gets it in. We'll make it 32-25. Lady Tigers still leads. The clock winds down to 0. Lady Tigers try to throw it high and long, and they can't do it.
Watch out, Kyle.
The ball goes toward our camera operator, Kyle Orr. Thankfully, it did not injure him.
So 32 Chattanooga State with Columbia State trailing 25.
It's a pretty big lead for the Lady Tigers.
Pretty good lead.
Pretty good league, at least. Lead.
Yeah, Columbia State is 9 for 11 at the free throw line this first half. That's pretty good, if I do say so myself.
Pretty good. As we head into halftime, or the second half of this game, second period of this game, I should say, excuse me.
You can say second half.
Second
okay.
period.
Yeah, and
they changed these from the men's game, so it's hard to remember.
Yeah,
okay, we're playing 4 split up 10-minute periods.
Right. Yeah. So it's Chat State. Chat State is actually 4 for 6 from the free throw line. So, you know, both teams have missed 2 from the free throw line. So both teams have the same percentage. With Columbia State going to the line more often. But if you're just now tuning in, this is actually halftime at this 4th and final game today, Chattanooga State versus Columbia State. Your score, Chattanooga State 32, Columbia State 25. I'm Hunter Talley alongside Sam Blevins, and we're calling the District 1 Region 7 tournament here at Chattanooga State. We'll be back for more.
And welcome back to Chattanooga State Community College in Chattanooga, Tennessee for the District 1 Region 7 tourney for the NJCAA Conference Championship. I'm Sam Blevins along with Hunter Talley. How you doing, Hunter?
I'm doing good, Sam. Second half right here. It's going to be a good one. Let's take a look at a couple of highlights from the first half. I think we got some highlights for you.
And they are.
Let's take a look as a good couple buckets by Columbia State. And good fast breaks right here.
She drives it right down the court. Look at her. She goes up, and it's just natural. A natural layup. Good, solid offense by Columbia State. Here's a couple from Chattanooga State. See, that shot was made by number 14, Mackenzie Troughton. As we get back into the game, Troughton inbound. A solid first half, as you can see, by both Chattanooga State and Columbia State as we get back into second half play right now.
Yeah, that was a great pass to get to the basket right there. So now we're back to live action right here, second half. Chattanooga State 32, Columbia State 25.
Columbia State with the ball. Samuel looking, trying to get inside the three-point line. Can't find a way. She has to pass to Daniel. Daniel inside, back over to Gaines. Gaines back to Elder. Elder driving up to the basket for the layup, and she sinks it in. So that'll make the score Chattanooga State 32, Columbia State 27, as Columbia State puts the first points on the board for this second half.
Yeah, that was a great job by Elder. She had about 3-4 seconds left on the shot clock. And they're getting the ball right down to Zakiah Wright for Chattanooga State Lady Tigers, and she couldn't make that one go in.
No, she had a little trouble with that. Columbia State will have it back. It'll be taken in by Samuel. Samuel back to Gaines. Gaines going to be stolen by Chattanooga State as they drive it back up the court. That'll be Rachel Sanders with the ball. Stolen back by Columbia State. Gaines back over to Elder. Elder looking, drives it in, tries to go up for the layup, and wow, she gets it in.
That was a nice finger roll layup right there.
It was quick, too. She got it in there right at the last second. Chattanooga State with the ball. Baker, drive it down, goes up, nothing. Going to be rebounded by Columbia State. That's Majors for Columbia State. Majors takes it inside. Has to go throw it back out. She's got too much traffic around her. Samuel going to set up an option here. Samuel back over to Elder. Elder to Daniel. Daniel trying to take it inside, can't do it. Back out to Samuel. Samuel back over to Elder. Elder gets inside, and she gets called for a foul. Looks like a, what would that be, a traveling foul?
I think that's a blocking foul right there.
Foul?
Yeah, on Chattanooga State.
As Columbia State will inbound it. Daniel to inbound for Columbia State.
5 seconds.
Yeah, she went over.
Another 5-second violation. So great inbound defense from the Lady Tigers, as that's happened two times now.
And that's a hard thing to do. You're trying to inbound that ball within 5 seconds, and you've got receivers all over the place, but they're being guarded heavily by defenders. And that's something we've noticed with Chattanooga State. They've been having a good defensive game this whole evening, which may be why they're staying in the lead. They're being able to keep their lead down. Chattanooga State with the ball. Sanders passes inside to Nelson. Wright, excuse me. Wright can't do it. And the foul will be on the Chargers. So Wright goes up to the line. The foul was on Candace Gain for the Lady Chargers. So Wright will go up. First third throw of the night. She gets the first one. So she's 2 for 2 on the night. Walter enters the game for Walton, excuse me, enters the game for the Chargers as Baker takes it up and gets it in.
That makes Wright 3 for 3 on the line.
Right, excuse me. Chargers with the ball. Gaines trying to look.
Oh, wow.
Excuse me. Majors trying to get up to the basket. She makes it.
Wow. So Major right there, big spin move, put the defender on her butt with a basket, and then Osco. All right, there we go. Stacy Franklin calls a timeout. So that was a great spin move right there by Majors to put it in and bring their team within 3.
It was. Now, what if you were Stacy Franklin? What would you be thinking right now?
I don't know. Let's take a look at this replay.
Okay,
yeah.
Let's go to see the replay. Here it is. Let's see, she takes it out.
Yeah, right here, spin move and just.
Majors tries to get it up. She spins it in and beautifully, just easily, naturally takes it right to the basket.
Yeah, that was a great job. And on that inbound right there, why it's Columbia State's ball is the Chattanooga State's Lady Tigers shoe was actually on the line. So therefore, Columbia State's ball at the baseline.
Daniel to inbound it, trying to find it, trying not to go over that 5-second violation that's burned them before. Most recently, it'll be inbounded and stolen by the Lady Tigers as Baker, who's being guarded by Samuel, tries to look for an option. Baker over to Troughton. Troughton inside, drives it inside, is forced back out, and it'll eventually make its way over to Wright. Wright will have it stolen by Daniel. Daniel back down to Samuel. Samuel tries to take it in, and it's not going to happen.
Yeah, that was a rushed possession right there, I think it was, for the Lady Chargers. But as Anessis Johnson for the Lady Chargers had that quick possession. The Lady Tigers enters Edisoma and Johnson right here.
Edisoma. As Indesoma takes it down the court, she's looking. Passes down low, back over to Nelson. Nelson, center court, being guarded heavily, hard, pressed hard by Elder.
Wow, big bucket right there to Nelson. So that's the 3rd bucket inside the arc for Nelson. She has one outside the arc.
Daniel back over to Walton. Walton back to Daniel. Daniel looking, seeing what she can get. Daniel presses inside, loses the ball, stolen by the Lady Tigers. It'll be stolen by Johnson. Johnson will pass it back over to Nelson. Back to Johnson. Johnson to Johnson, back to Nelson. Nelson will pass it into Bashir. Bashir tries to take it up, no good. She'll have to pass it back outside, and she'll be called.
Yeah, Nessus got trapped right there trying to look for her teammates, and she actually moved her pivot foot there, so travel called and Columbia State's ball as number 4 Samuel brings it up the court.
Samuel gets it over to Elder. Elder drives it inside, and the ball goes out of bounds.
That ball was hit out by Mackenzie Troughton for the Lady Tigers. As we take a look right there by Coach Goodnight, she's screaming at her Lady Chargers on this inbound pass, and they get another shot at it with 13 seconds to go on the shot clock. .13 seconds on the shot clock, 5 minutes, 11 seconds on the game clock.
Loris to inbound. Tries to inbound it to, I believe that was
I think it was just
Samuel,
deflected right back out of the bounds.
Yeah, right as she tried to pass it. So Loris will inbound it again. Tries to inbound it down low to Majors, but it's
kickball.
Going to be deflected.
So here we go. We're going to try this again.
We're going to try it for the 3rd time. 3rd time's a charm, maybe. Let's see. So Samuel will inbound
Oh,
this
wide
time. Inbounds
open.
it to Lars. Lars from the three-point line can't do it. Back over to Samuel. Samuel locks it up. She gets it in finally to make it 36-31. Chat State still leads.
Yeah, I think she hurt her knee on that play. She's kind of gingerly hopping on it.
Excuse me. As the Lady Tigers go up to the basket.
That's Samuel right there with the ball. Need to watch, make sure her knee's okay. If she's...
I think she's trying not to put too much weight on it. Maybe she is going to do something to it.
That was a travel called by Sydney Walton. So we got 2 Lady Tigers entering the game. That'd be number 24, Zakia Wright, and also number 21, Ashlyn Baker entering the game. Which the inbound does go to Baker.
Baker with the ball, taking it up court. Being guarded heavily by Samuel. Samuel trying not to let her get away. She flips the ball up in the air, passes over to Wright, kind of quickly there, hastily passed it. Hands it right back to Baker. Baker takes it inside over to Indasoma.
Wow. That's great ball movement right there by the Lady Tigers to
was.
confuse the defense.
Quick passes, you really can't see where it's going, and it just worked.
That's right. Mackenzie Troughton right there drew the foul, and she's 1 from 2 on the line tonight.
Well, we'll see what she can do right here.
Oh, just in and out right there for that first one.
We have some new players coming in for Columbia State.
Yeah, so that's number 24, Jordan DeBose. And Yasmin Daniel re-enters the game for the Lady Chargers as Troughton takes her second free throw and misses that one. So she missed both, but great rebound by Zakia Wright.
Troughton will have it again for 3.
She said, I missed my 2 free throws, so let me get a three-pointer
Try that
here.
again. Hey, that's always better. You get 3 points when you could have gotten 2 points. You get 1 extra for free.
That's right.
There you go. Samuel up, tries for 3 as well. She can't make it. Rebounded by the Lady Tigers. To be taken up the court by Ashlyn Baker. Baker drives in, left wing, pressing hard. She passes inside to Wright.
And that was, I think it was a reach-in foul right there by Majors. Yep. So it was her second foul. And Coach Bridget Goodnight calls a timeout. She wants to talk to her Lady Chargers with 3:38 to go. Chattanooga State 41, Columbia State 33. Sam, we're having a good game here.
We are having a good game. It's a very quick game, a very fast game, but it's a good game. I like what I'm seeing with the Lady Tigers. I like their ball movement. It's quick, fast. You really can't see where it's going, which makes it harder for us to tell you what's going on, I guess. But
it's also hard for the defense. So,
yeah.
But if you're just now tuning in to us, this is the TCCAA District 1 Region 7 tournament. I'm Hunter Talley alongside Sam Blevins here at Chattanooga State, Chattanooga, Tennessee, as we're streaming on YouTube.
And this is our last game of the night.
Last game of the night, and I believe the winner plays Rome State tomorrow at 8 p.m. and the game before that at 6 p.m. is Walter State versus Cleveland State.
That's the men's game.
Correct.
And that will start at 6 p.m. and you can catch it right back here on this YouTube page that you are on right now. So Chat State will have the ball. Number 14, Mackenzie Troughton to inbound. She inbounds it to number 21, Baker. Baker being guarded by Samuel. Baker takes it up, tries to get inside. Low pass down to Indasoma. Indasoma takes it up for 3, and I think she made it. 2.
Yeah, that was a long 2. Indasoma with a long 2. And
she must have been right inside that three-point line.
Yeah, she
it
was.
Looked just like she took it out for 3, but the Chargers going in. Majors tried to get the layup on that one, but she couldn't do it.
So that last basket moves the Chattanooga State Lady Tigers lead to 10. As number 10 Nelson comes back into the game.
Daniel, the inbound here, just a second. And I think she's going to inbound it to Loris. Loris takes it inside the paint, loses control of it, regains control of it just before it goes out of bounds. Back over to Majors. Majors inside, tries to take it up. She's blocked. Majors up again. Gets it inside. Loses control, going to be rebounded by Loris. Loris.
So you got 5 seconds on the shot clock. You're going to have to pull up and shoot.
It, and nothing. She was close. Wasn't close enough.
Just in and out right there, but they got their own rebound.
Hit the top of that rim and bounced right back out. Bounced the opposite way that she wanted it to. So Chargers will have it again. They'll be called on a traveling call. That will be on number 24, Jordan DeBose. And the Lady Tigers will get it back. Troughton to inbound. She inbounds it. Number 21, Ashlyn Baker. Baker taking it up the court, center court. Being guarded by number 4, Victoria Samuel. Baker trying to get an opening. She's getting into traffic, takes it up inside the paint, and she gets it in. Lady Tigers. No, excuse me, what?
No, go ahead.
No.
I think it's this side of the court where the bank's open.
I think so. Let me get my debit card out and just walk over there. Hey, can you hold on to this for a little bit? No, we ain't gonna do that. Columbia State Lady Chargers with the ball. Loris has it, fires way far over to Majors. Majors takes it up, tries to get in for the layup, and she has it. DeBose, excuse me, that was DeBose. They got tangled up there. Lady Tigers regain possession.
Yeah, DeBose, nice putback for the Lady Chargers.
And oh.
Wow. Oh.
Number 20, Rachel Sanders.
Double dribbled.
Double dribbled.
Yeah. Ashlyn Baker for the Lady Tigers. Double dribbled right there, and we got a kickball. So just a quick reset for the Lady Tigers. Or excuse me, the Lady Chargers on this inbound.
As Samuel has the ball. Back towards center court. Looking. She's got a couple people open, a couple girls open, but she can't really connect. Fires it back over to number 20, Yasmin Daniel. Daniel takes it inside, going to be stolen away by number 10, Shanice Nelson for the Tigers. Takes it up.
Missed her first shot. Got her, but rebound.
Nelson. Beautiful shot by Shanice Nelson.
Yeah, that's her 4th inside the arc. She has 1 3-pointer.
As the game clock winds down to 50 seconds. Third period. Samuel will have it at the 3-point line. Gets inside, has 2 Lady Tigers on her. Over to Daniel. Daniel back over to Elder. Elder to Daniel. Daniel inside for the paint. She gets it. For the shot, she gets it. Lady Tigers regain possession, takes it back down the court.
Wow, big foul right
into
there.
Ashlyn Baker with that. And the foul will be on Elder for the Lady Chargers. That's the 4th foul on the Lady Chargers for the evening.
So Columbia State, Candace Gaines comes in. And a wide open 3 for Nelson. She airballs it.
And it looks like it'll be a jump ball as they both go down. That'll be between Ariana Majors and...
I think that was Nelson that was on the ground right there.
It looked like it. So Nelson will inbound the ball for the Lady Tigers. She inbounds it to Zakia Wright. Wright back over to Mackenzie Troughton for a 3, and she gets it in.
Mackenzie Troughton right there makes her 2nd 3-pointer on the game with 3 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Big rebound. I was about to say, is she going to take this full court shot or not? But
I think she was going to, but then that buzzer sounded, and that's just it. You're done.
Right, so Mackenzie Troughton with that big three puts Chattanooga State up top, leading 50-37 over the Lady Chargers. As you see right there, Coach Bridget Goodnight and talking to her team, and Stacy Franklin's looking over there, wondering what she's thinking, drawing up a play.
Well, she's got to be kind of I guess Goodnight has to be kind of comfortable right now. She's ahead 13 points. But
13
you should
points.
but you should never get too comfortable when you have a lead like that, because as we've seen in many other sporting events in the last 2 years or so, it is very easy
Absolutely,
to lose to get confident, get cocky, and lose that lead no matter how big it could be.
Yeah, 13 points. 13 points is not a lot of points in basketball.
No.
Not at all, and it's real quick.
And with the game moving the way it is so quickly, they can make those points up really, really quick.
So the leading scorers for Chattanooga State is number 10, Nelson, with 12. And we got 2 leading scorers for the Lady Chargers, and that's number 21. Excuse me. That was number 14.
As the Lady Chargers.
14 is Troughton for the Chattanooga State, and number 21, Baker. Both have 11 points.
Yeah. As the Lady Tigers have the regain possessions. Use your words, Sam. Come on. It'll be number 12, Indesoma, with the ball. Passes inside to Nelson. Nelson looking back out to Indesoma. Indesoma drives into traffic, and she loses control of the ball. It'll be regained by the Lady Chargers. Samuel for the Chargers taking it down the court. Going to drive it right in. I don't think she needs any help, but she does get a foul.
She travels.
She traveled.
Yeah, she tried to stop, let Indesoma go right on top of her, but she kind of moved her foot at the same time. So that's a travel, and it's Lady Tigers ball.
As Nelson takes it up the court. Dribbles down low, tries to get it inside. Tries to keep it under control, takes it up, and she doesn't get it. Back out to Troughton. Troughton back over to Nelson. Nelson for 3, and she can't do it again. It'll be inbounded by Indesoma. Indesoma gets in there. She gets it, but only for 2.
Indesoma, that's only her second basket on the night.
She's doing pretty good.
Yeah, she's been all over the place, but I think she has more assists than she does buckets.
Well, that's always good. As the Lady Chargers take the ball to their side of the court, it'll be number 1, Denazia Elder. Passes it over to number 23, Ariana Majors. Majors up to the rim, and she takes it. She gets it in. It'll make it 52-39. Chat State still on top of this game. 8:10 left to go in the 4th period. Shot clock at 19.
Had a double screen there set up for the Lady Tigers as she goes down low to Z Wright, and Z Wright makes the bucket and 1, gets the foul.
Dropped it right in there.
I think that foul was on, number 33, Kiera Gaines.
So it'll be right to the line.
And she's already made 3 free throws tonight.
She'll be shooting 2. 3.
Yeah,
3.
No, she's shooting 2, but that right there, that's...
Oh, I see what you say. I see what you're saying.
That was her 4th make, so now she's 4 for 4 on the line.
Yeah.
Moves Chattanooga State's lead up to 55-39 as, wow,
Lady
nice
Chargers.
inside pass right there to Candace Gaines as she puts it up for 2.
So the Tigers will regain possession. They take it down the court. Number 10, Shanice Nelson, back over to Zakia Wright. Right over to Nelson. Nelson tries to drive it in for the layup. She can't make it. Rebounded by number 4, Victoria Samuel for the Lady Chargers. Samuel back out to Elder. Elder takes it up. She can't get it. Back down to Gaines. Gaines takes it up to the rim and nothing. Rebounded by Indesoma. Indesoma back to Nelson. Nelson being guarded by Samuel. Nelson takes it around, lobs it over to Wright. Right over to Troughton. Dropping back to Indesoma.
Foul.
They're going to stop that drive. Good foul.
So we got 2 subs coming in for Columbia State. That's number 20, Daniel, and also number 45, Walton, for the Lady Chargers. So with just under 7 minutes to go, Chattanooga State scores 55, Columbia State 41. As we're taking a quick timeout as Troughton had to tie her shoe there. She's the one that's inbounding the ball and goes straight down and gets the offensive foul on Nessus Johnson, who is right under the basket, who has 3 fouls now. So 2 more fouls and she's out.
Lady Chargers have the ball. Samuel dribbling, passes it over to Elder. Elder being guarded by Indesoma. Elder back to Samuel. Samuel tries to get it. It's too high. Goes into their own bench.
Yeah, great deflection right there by Ashlyn Baker. She was sitting back like a cornerback in football. Deflected that pass right out of the air.
Daniel back over to Elder. Elder lobs it down low to Ariana Majors. Majors up for the layup, and she can't make it. Rebounded by the Lady Tigers. And Baker will take it back up the court as she gets called for traveling at the line. That'll be a turnover for the Lady Chargers. Samuel to inbound. Inbounds it to Daniel. Daniel back to Samuel. Samuel takes it up center court. Samuel back over to Daniel. Daniel to Majors. Majors back to Elder. Elder over to Sydney Walton. Sydney Walton over back to Victoria Samuel. Samuel to Majors. Majors to Daniel, who's going to drive it in. Will be stolen by Ashlyn Baker, who takes it inside the paint. Stops, turns around, gives it over to Essence Johnson. And then it is stolen again by Victoria Samuel. Samuel trying to find an option.
Wow, great pass right there by number 4, Samuel, down to number 23, Ariana Majors with the bucket, as that's her 5th bucket inside the arc. So she's got 10 points from the field, and she's got 1 from the free throw line, so that puts her as 11 points.
5 minutes to go left in this game. As for the Lady Tigers, number 24, Zakia Wright puts it in, makes it 57-43. Excuse me, that was Essence Johnson for the Lady Tigers. 57-43 your score as we go to a timeout.
Yeah, that was a great ball movement. It was Zakia Wright with the assist to Nessus Johnson, as she did a really good job right there. And Chattanooga State is leading 57-43. And that's 0 3-pointers for Columbia State.
Man.
And we're 5 minutes to go in the game.
How have they gotten this entire game without scoring any 3-pointers? That is very strange.
I couldn't tell you, but on the other side of the ball,
We've had 6.
Yeah, Chattanooga State has 6.
Wow. Well, maybe they'll get something here. We'll see. Samuel lobs it up high to Elder. Elder back down to Majors. Majors back over to DeBose. DeBose tries to throw it in, but she loses control of it. Goes back to Elder. After passing the hands of Yasmin Daniel first. Elder drives it in to her left wing, takes it over, and she sinks it in. What were we saying about 3-pointers?
Just so we said it,
wow.
She knocks one down, and a big one is that.
Asking you, shall we see? That must be the mentality around here. Chattanooga State with the ball back. Will be Shanice Nelson. Going down low, being guarded by Samuel. Over to the right wing. Takes it in, lobs it up to Indesoma. Indesoma over to Zakia Rice. They get close to the basket, but it will not work out, and the Chargers will regain possession as Samuel takes it back down the court. Crowd's getting into it here.
Yeah, we got a crowd right here for Chattanooga State, I guess because it's home field advantage, so you can't complain as a foul is called right there by Zakiya Wright. And that's her first one. Team second in the second half. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, second half.
Daniel to inbound the ball. She inbounds it to Gaines.
That's a foul, reaching
Majors,
foul right
excuse me.
there on Troughton.
Lady Tiger foul number 14, Troughton, her third, team third.
Majors back over to Samuel. Samuel looking. Takes it inside. Goes up for the layup, and it's not going to happen. It's going to be stolen by number 32, Essence Johnson for the Lady Tigers. And it'll be a foul on Columbia State. Number 4, Victoria Samuel. So number 14, Mackenzie Troughton, will inbound it for the Tigers. She throws it over to Shanice Nelson. Nelson looking, takes it up the court. As we go to a replay.
And said, get that out of here.
It is.
She packed her lunch with some Oreos in that one.
I like Oreos. You got me thinking about food now.
Great fake right there by Wright, and then Anessis Johnson got the travel called on her. Now, she did not like that call. It was that look of disgust. As number 4, Samuel, brings the ball up for the Lady Chargers and passes it off to Elder.
Elder takes it up, throws it into Majors. Over to Gaines. Gaines can't do anything with it.
And Anessis Johnson is looking at the ref like, please help me. I can't do nothing right on the. And that's her 4th. I do believe that's her 4th, and she's definitely getting subbed in for this, yeah. So entering for the Lady Tigers is Rachel Sanders.
Gaines up to shoot another one. She didn't make the first one. Let's see what she can do here. The sophomore. It'll be rebounded by the Lady Tigers. Lady Tigers with the ball. Nelson with the ball as she runs into Daniel. Able to recover. She still has it. Takes it inside, lobs it over to Troughton. Troughton tries to take it up, and she can't do it. She's knocked onto the ground.
Yeah, block. Foul called on number 23. Majors picks up her 3rd foul. And on the line for Chattanooga State is Mackenzie Troughton. As Troughton on the line is only 1 for 4, as now she's 2 for 5. So she's not doing too good on the line, as Etta Soma comes for Chattanooga State onto the court. Mackenzie Troughton misses her 2nd one. So that puts her at 2 for 6.
Elder takes it back down the court,
Wow.
lobs it up for the layup. She gets it in.
Nice.
Makes it 60-48.
Nice little movement right there.
Lady Tigers still lead. 2:18 left to play in this game.
Nice movement right there by Elder to get to the basket. And let it go left or right with the ball in her hands. That's Troughton with the ball.
Yes, it is. Troughton with the ball. She's going to throw it back over to...
That was Nelson.
Nelson.
She threw it to Nelson. Yep, Nelson got it to Wright. Esses Johnson comes back onto the court for the Chattanooga State Tigers. Inbound pass is deflected by number 1 Elder, and Elder knocks it to Samuel, and Samuel goes coast to coast with it with a bucket and a quick timeout.
Dropped it right in there.
By Coach Goodnight for the Lady Chargers. So with 1:51 to go, it is now a 10-point game. That's not a lot in basketball,
That isn't,
Sam.
no. Like we were saying, you can make those points up really quick. we'll see what can happen.
Let's just look at the replay of that last basket made by the Lady Chargers. So, you know, Elder gets the steal, and then Samuel picks it up, goes coast to coast with it.
She drives it down the court.
Nice little
Goes up.
movement with that left hand.
And there it is.
Nice job right there by Samuel. If you just now tuning in, this is 1 minute and 51 seconds to go in our final game tonight. Chattanooga State 60, Columbia State 50. So 10-point game as this is the fourth and final one today. Tomorrow, March 5th at 6 p.m., you have Walter State versus Cleveland State. Then you have at 8, following that game, Roane State versus the winner of this game. And before all that happens, we'll have the men's game, I do believe, starting about 2 o'clock here at Chattanooga State, Chattanooga, Tennessee. This is the District 1 Region 7 tournament. I'm Hunter Talley alongside Sam Blevins.
Chattanooga State Lady Tigers with the ball. It'll be into Soma up the court. Or, excuse me, no, Baker up the court. Baker looking, passes it over to Nelson. Denise Nelson takes it up top the key, being guarded by Yasmin Daniel. Takes it over to Rachel Sanders, who gets it in, tries to get it in, but she can't. It'll be a foul on the Lady Chargers. The foul will be on Kiara Gaines as Sanders goes to the line. Sanders has not been to the line all night, so we'll see what she can do.
Yeah, that was our very first bucket of the night. So 1 minute and 33 seconds to go in the game. You get your first bucket. Hey, as long as it ain't a goose egg, right?
Exactly. Goes to shoot another one. She made the first one. She makes the second one. And the Lady Chargers will regain possession. 1:30 left in the game as number 33, Kiara Gaines, Denazia Elder tries to drive it up, and she's called for blocking, I believe.
Yeah, I think
on
that
the
was
Lady Chargers, on the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, I think that was a foul that was made right there on number 10, Nelson, as Elder goes to the line. She's only missed one from the line tonight. And there's her second miss of the night. So she's 4 for 6. Not bad. So Anessis Johnson comes back in the game. And Elder takes her second shot.
The sophomore guard goes up, shoots another one, and she does not get it. It'll be rebounded by number 14, Mackenzie Troughton. Troughton over to Nelson. Nelson back up the court, drives hard up the court. 1:18 left to go in the game. Chattanooga State leading 62-50. Nelson looking back down to Troughton. Troughton drives inside. Can't find anything over there, so she passes over to Sanders, who gets it over to Beshear, or to Johnson, excuse me.
Yeah, that was Samuel on the foul. She reached in there on Anessis Johnson, knocked the ball right out of her hands, but caught her arm. As Anessis Johnson actually hasn't been to the free throw line tonight, but
she gets the first one.
See
what happens with the second. There's a sub coming in. Into Soma comes in for the Lady Tigers. She can't get the second one. That's okay. Lady Chargers get down the field. Number 1, Denisa Elder, will be called for charging. I think it is.
It was a blocking foul,
blocking,
actually,
excuse me. I don't
number
know why
21.
I said charging.
No, you're good.
Ashlyn Baker. So the Chargers will go to the line. Elder to go to the line.
She's already made 4. She's 4 for 7, excuse me. 4 for 7 on the line tonight.
Elder shoots the first one. She does not give it. Kind of bounces off the back of that rim and just popped back out.
Yeah, she's 4 for 8 on the line now, so she's 50%.
Zakia Wright comes in for the Lady Tigers. Elder lobs it up, makes it.
And that's her 5th make. That's 16 points for Elder.
The Lady Tigers regain possession. Clock gets under 1 minute, 48 seconds to go. Number 21, Ashlyn Baker, takes it out for the Lady Tigers. Tries to make something happen fast. She passes it over to Zakia Wright. Wright over to Nelson. Nelson looking. Back down low to Indesoma. Indesoma passes back over to
wide open.
Rachel Sanders, who gets it in the bucket to make it 63-51. Clock ticks down inside 20 seconds. Lady Chargers with the ball. And it'll go to the back of the court.
Back for violation. So with 13.8 seconds to go, I think this one's about over.
Pretty much decided, but we'll see what happens here. Chattanooga State will regain possession. Shanice Nelson into Ashlyn Baker. Baker slowly takes up the court. I think she's just trying to run out the clock at this point.
Yeah, shot clock's off.
Yeah, not trying to do anything crazy out of the ordinary. Just kind of slowly makes it as the clock ticks down to 0. And the game has ended. Your final score, Chattanooga State 65, Columbia State 51.
Yeah, great job. So the Lady Tigers advance to the semifinals, which that's played tomorrow as Walter State takes on Cleveland State at 6 p.m. And at 8 p.m. following that game, Roane State takes on Chattanooga State, who just beat Columbia State 65-51. Great game tonight.
It was a great game tonight.
I mean, I can't complain.
I loved it. It was fun. Every moment of it.
Oh, absolutely. And number 10 right here, Shanice Nelson, who did a great job. You know, she did a tremendous job. We were calling her name all night long.
Yes.
I mean, great job for the Chattanooga State Lady Tigers. But I guarantee you they're not going to have an easy test tomorrow. But we're going to have JD Shoemate with Nelson in this post game. JD, what do you got over there for us?
Hey, I'm JD Shoemate here with Shanice Nelson after a great win. Shanice, great win, and you led all scores tonight. What did you see from the Columbia State squad that you were able to exploit?
Not much. It was like same as last time. Just we played with a better tempo today, and we came out with the win.
All right. Now, you're defending your home court in this tournament. You have a matchup tomorrow against Roane State. Now, they knocked off the number 2 seed earlier, and they seem pretty confident. Any thoughts on tomorrow's matchup?
I mean, it's the tournament. Anything can happen. It's been a lot of upsets. Just got to come, with a good mindset. Nothing comes easy. So, we'll come out with the win tomorrow.
All right, good win tonight, and good luck for the rest of the weekend.
Thank you, JD, for that post game right there. So,
nothing comes easy.
Yeah, nothing comes easy.
Says.
I mean, you never can tell what's going to happen with these tournaments here as Roane State knocked off the number 2 seed earlier. So, you really never know in this tournament. And so we'll be back tomorrow.
Yep.
Starting bright and early again, 2 o'clock.
2 p.m. right here on this YouTube channel that you are watching. Just go back right to where it is. And before we go, we want to say a big special thank you to all of our crew from Media Services as well as the Media Technologies Department here at Chattanooga State. They've put on this whole thing. They've set all the equipment up, all the cameras you see, they've set them up, and they've done a fantastic job. So big thank you to them. Thanks for watching. This is the District 1 Region 7 tournament in the TCCA Conference. I'm Sam Blevins alongside Hunter Talley. Hunter, any final words?
Great day of basketball. Let's take a highlight.
So we close it out. Good night.